Welcome to the BB Ed channel on the 8th of September 2022. This is a trumpet warning from the Lord. And what does he mean about using the word trumpet warning? It's if you think about the early biblical days, the trumpets were used to when there was an important announcement to make, or the trumpet would be blown when the people of Israel needed to be brought together as a community. So it is an important warning. The other words the Lord used for this particular subject matter was a major event. And that is why he has asked me to do this recap video. Well, actually, he has asked me to do two, part one and part two, a recap of the previous message I did about the COVID and children. Please see the thumbnail in my list of videos. You will need to watch that before you listen to this message, or you won't really understand. This is going to be a brief summary, and I intend to give you the words that I heard from the Lord in written form so that you can freeze it on your screen and read through it, and perhaps come back to it in the future if you need to. I have been given no timeline. I don't know when these things are going to happen, but I have been stressed with the importance of getting these words out. Another thing the Lord said to me when he was speaking about the need to do the recap videos was that, quote, people are not going to know until it is here. If these messages are not put out, people will not know what's happening. The other thing that he stressed to me was this: with disasters, there is a last chance of telling somebody. So we have to use our opportunities while we can, because we do not know when the last chance will be. You can see here the subject matter for this video, and the fact that the Lord did give me an alternative name. This is his name for that particular shot for children. He called it the Humpty Dumpty shot. And so I'm just giving you a brief opportunity to read this particular rhyme. I'll let you read it for yourselves or freeze the screen. I do not know exactly why the Lord has chosen this particular name for this shot, but I'm just bringing what he has told me. Okay, so here are the 2 days, the 15th and the 17th of August, and these are the words that were spoken to me. Just briefly, I had a vision of the Lion of Judah. I asked him what he would like to tell me, and he said, warn them, embrace them. I was then put into a very short dream, but it was horrible. And as you can see, the subject matter before you, enforced shots for children, that was horrific to witness. And then I was targeted myself and chased in the dream. I felt there was an addictive attitude to the solutions. Now, brothers and sisters, as I stressed in the previous video, I have no agendas in regard to these Humpty Dumpty shots. I don't want to go into that anymore, but please see the previous video. Okay, so the next thing he said was, not once did he see himself in the south of Australia. I believe that this is just going to be a focus point, this area in the world during the rollout of these events. So we will wait and see. Okay, I then prayed about these medications, and I was given the very unusual video of pink rubber gloves as the type that you would use when you're doing the dishes. And then I understood why he gave me that vision, because he said these words, they are from the same kitchen. What does he mean by that? I feel what he's saying there is it's the same type of process in the manufacture of these solutions by the same creators or manufacturers. That's how I interpret that one. But with all things that you hear from prophetic words online, always take it to the Lord yourself and ask for interpretation and how this should affect you and your family. Do not just take word for word everything that's said online. Okay, moving on to the second day. The first things the Lord said to me that night was some major classic symptoms. And he then said there's going to be very ominous handling of this event. He showed me a vision of a group of children, which I believe is just confirming to me that he's speaking about the Humpty Dumpty shot again. He told me a child came forward to me yesterday, and it's horrible. The vision of a flashing sign in lights saying, watch, watch, watch. And then the Lord said, it will be bad. I saw a vision next of a young man. He was about, I don't know, in his 30s. He was holding on to an open door in a fashion like he was using it to help him stand up because he was so shocked. He looked desperate and forlorn, as if he couldn't believe what was happening. And please understand that these things came rolling one after another after another. I then asked the Lord about the new Humpty Dumpty shots that are coming out on the market and that have been recently approved by the FDA. And this is what he said. Here comes the noose. And now there is going to be a raging storm. Let the people know. We need to prevent. And just before I go, the Lord asked me to finish with these messages about how he is our joy and how he is the light in the darkness, because he doesn't want us to go away and be depressed and concerned. He wants us to live out our triumph in the Lord. And so I've chosen 2 verses to share with you. Nehemiah 8. This day is a holy day to the Lord your God, so do not mourn or cry. Now go home and have a feast. Share your food and wine with those who don't have enough. The joy that the Lord gives you will make you strong. Amen. And then he wanted me to say to remind you that he is the light in the darkness. So I chose Psalm 139:12. But even darkness is not dark for you. The night is as bright as day. Bless you, brothers and sisters. Bye for now. I will be making part 2.